What's up, y'all? Today we're going to talk about why does discipline beat motivation? Discipline is kind of the construct of being able to do something without a second thought. Motivation is more of a construct of I see something, I want to do it, I feel like I have to, I'm trying to do it too. Motivation can always go away. See, when I talk about motivation, I'm really trying to talk about discipline. Discipline builds that good habit that you really need all the time. So if you build that discipline, eventually these um, good habits that you're making are going to get better over time. So if I stop saying or like or as, you're going to be able to construct different words in a proper sentence instead of saying like I was going to the store, but therefore. So you could use for example or other things of the nature. I'm not a Wikipedia. I'm also mentioned I know I mentioned earlier, like in other videos, that I was going to start reading more. I recently found out a book called Human Nature, and I'm going to check it out. And I'll put a little picture of what Human Nature, the book, looks like and who it's by. Unless y'all want to check it out before me, it's on discount on Amazon. And I might have start a little library and have a bookshelf of all these different books. This isn't like, of course, this is my room, but eventually I move out, this and the other. So nothing too crazy. when I'm talking about keeping that discipline, I mean, no matter what the task is, discipline at the very beginning is difficult. At the very beginning, it's very simple. It's very difficult at the very beginning. At the very beginning, discipline is one of those things that you could hate off rip. Like, honestly, I started a discipline routine of getting up at 8 in the morning every day. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. For the simple fact of all the time I want to go back to sleep. I want to go back to sleep. I want to go back to sleep. I want to lay in bed and rest for a few and then get up later on. But if I got into that habit, then I won't be able to go to sleep during nighttime when it comes around. And also, waking up earlier builds that time gap for you to do other things. So if I wake up at 8 a.m. every morning, I have a lot of time to do other things, which is, for some people, can be practice driving. If you can practice driving early in the morning, let's say your mom drops off a sibling. Okay, you have siblings, right? Your mom drops off a sibling every single morning, right? And you know this, right? And you want to get better at driving, or you want to be able to drive. Ask your mom or your pops, whoever, taking that person to school in the morning, unless you have a bus. Now, if you have a bus, then I can't say much for you, but you could build that habit of waking up early and still find things to do in that morning time. Mind you, it's the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever. But as when I instill that discipline in the morning time, I'm able to bust out that workout and put a stream out, and a lot more people are engaged and a lot more people are awake during that morning time because a lot of people are getting up for work. Some people are bored at work and want something to watch. So you get people scrolling on TikTok, they see me, so on and so forth. Now, I understand my last video wasn't that really engaging. I'm gonna be honest, it was very boring, and I was editing it. I was the one editing. I was just like, man, I know they won't be really engaged in this one, so I don't expect too much from it. But I'm not gonna do that no more. I want all my videos to be a great quality production. I don't want each video to be like, oh, if and buts and so on, right? I want to be all good quality. So also another thing, I actually went live as well yesterday, and I was playing 2K, a losing streak. I was losing. I'm not gonna lie, I was losing bad. I won the first game, then I lost the losing streak, then and on. I was selling here and there, but it was more my opponent that was selling realistically. But I can't blame nobody except for the fact that I got mad and got off, because I'm like, all right, bro, let me wrap it up. And also, I was kind of getting bored. That's also another thing. When you start building up that discipline habit of being able to wake up early, you start to find other things that you normally do that are bad habits and find it boring. Like for me, right? I normally wake up later in the afternoon, chill out, what's it called? Chill out, go do my chores and so on. Yes, I have chores. I understand I live with my parents. I got chores, I don't pay much on rent because of the fact I live with my parents. I still got to pay stuff. I got to pay Wi-Fi, car insurance, stuff like that. But I don't got to pay nothing super heavy. That's the benefit of living with my parents. as of right now. Let me say a good parent, because I know a lot of people don't have that like ability out there or so on. So I pray to you. I just have good parents in the drawing. So I forgot my whole topic I was even going to speak on. My brain low-key kind of hurts, but I got to get one out there because of the fact that low-key, that's another thing. Today, right, I felt unmotivated to make a video. I've waited until 8:07 to make a video. I woke up at 8. I had almost all day to make one, but I was so lazy that I was not trying to make one. I was so lazy. But I realized something. I know that I may not get no views as of now, or I may not get no people watching my videos, but eventually when I get up to those 50 videos and 100 videos and so on, people are actually going to watch my stuff and go back and see how consistent I really was. You know, I go back and watch some of my favorite YouTubers, their original start, and try to get some ideas and inspiration off of them and be like, where did they start? And they was uploading every day. They was trying to upload every day or around every day, like 3 times a week at max or more. Let me say that. So then they would be able to build that consistency and then be on the YouTube page is my goal. Being on the YouTube page. So when somebody sees me, they click on my video and feel inspiration. I know I don't do a lot in my videos. Like I don't have like tons of animation and this and the other. But this is a one-man team right here. Editing, me. Putting up the other stuff, me. Posting, me. It's all on me. That's what another thing. It's all on you. That's the factor of discipline. Discipline is it reminds you how a lot of things are just on yourself. I know I spoke about this on my stream on TikTok, which is TikTok should be along here because I'm tired of putting it up there. That's another thing. I didn't put it up there because of the fact I feel like it just gets in the way of things and you kind of get distracted. So I'm gonna put it all down here, like other content creators do, all down here, and I see why they do it, all down here. You know, check out the TikTok if you want. I'm not gonna force you, but I on TikTok, I go live in the morning time, work out, and then sometimes I go live in the afternoon, depending on what day it is. Like tomorrow, I have work. I know it's going to be very difficult for me getting up early in the morning, but that discipline is already constructed in my mind. I've been doing this for 4 days straight so far. 4 days straight. 4 days straight of me getting up early in the morning just so I can get things done and get it out the way. So I can get it done, get it out the way, then when I come home, I don't really have too much to do. I could just get some things done and be done for the rest of the night and go to sleep instead of thinking of all these different things I got to do, you know? I know it's going to be feeling crazy tomorrow because I'm going to feel exhausted and tired, but that's a withdrawal I have to take, you know? It's just a sacrifice to get better. That's what the reality is. Discipline makes you get better. Motivation can only do so much. Now, discipline and motivation can go one-on-one. What I mean by that is discipline is here. You need discipline to function. If you have discipline, you have it all. It's very simple. If you have discipline, you have it all. If you're able to draw every single day, even if it's for 10 minutes, you'll eventually get better. But if you feel motivated to draw, that's not guaranteed that you're going to do it. You know, motivation only goes so far, but discipline takes you farther. It's I'm putting a pebble on my rock, on my land every single day. My land is flat. I have nothing. But I also have nothing to lose. So that's why I even put more discipline into my characteristics. Motivation into my character. I see things, I want it. So I have to put more discipline into my character. I see my hair, right? My hair might look crazy, but guess what? It's in good condition. You know why? Because I've set up a schedule and put the discipline behind it and started up a program for it. So I be washing it. My hair feels nice and smooth. I'm going to be honest. It may not look crazy. It may not feel dry. It may look dry or so on. But nah, this hair hydrated. Face. Still working on it. But guess what? It's improved. Things that can be a discipline habit. All this is a discipline habit. I build up a schedule. That's also another thing. Scheduling can help you out with discipline. You have a schedule. You can construct that discipline in that schedule. So if you have a schedule, like let's say, like I said, every morning I wake up, that's a schedule right then and there. Set a schedule so then you can get those things done and get it out the way. I get it out the way early in the morning because it's more convenient for me and I don't have like work in the morning. I have to have it in the afternoon, which suck, by the way. Like, afternoon shift got to be the worst shift, but that's a whole different topic. But I'm trying to stay on topic. I feel like in the morning time, I feel more energized but weaker because of the fact that I am not a morning person. I'm more of a nighttime guy, night owl. I can stay up all night. I don't need no energy drinks and I can stay up all night. Because of the simple fact of I know how I can stay up all night. Maybe it's because I'm young and so on, but therefore. So, to get more back into the habit of motivation, I know I like putting up the definition of certain things, and which you might see more of in the future, with me being able to educate myself and educate you based off what I learned. I know a lot of times people look at content creators that are high up on the pedestal and have a lot going for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might see a content creator and they might have tons of stuff in their house or tons of material that they're created. Not just like they look gifted, so on. But this is the base. This is the slums for me. This is the slums. I said this is the slums because it's a simple fact of my production, right? I shoot off my phone, right? I edit in CapCut. I do all that on my own, and I try to do it because I'm disciplined to do it. Because I know at the end of the day, no one's coming to help. And I'm pretty sure I talked about that before. If I'm not mistaken, if I have not, I will get to that. So I won't talk too much majorly into it. A lot of the things I'm telling y'all based off of my experiences, not based off of some of them are facts, I'm not gonna lie. I just have to tell y'all which are facts and which are not. But most of them are based off my own experience that I can share with others that can relate to it. Like some content creators never been cheated. I mean, not content creator. Some content creator that I watched said they've never been cheated on, but they can talk to so many girls and so on, this, that, and the other, and they just like, you know what I'm saying? That's not realistic. Almost every guy's been cheated on. That's just a realistic thing right there. But that's a whole different thing. I want to be a content creator that's more realistic to y'all. Like, y'all have me in grasp. Like, it's not like I'm so far back where you can't see yourself as relatable to me, you know? Whether you're a man or woman, I want you to be able to relate to my content. It's not strictly for women or man. I keep it universal. I keep it universal to all people. Universal to all people. That's why I use keywords on certain things. Don't get me wrong, I'm a straight man, but I keep it universal to all things. So I try to educate everybody that I can. I know I did all this yapping at the end that has contrast that doesn't add up to what I'm saying at all. Doesn't add up. Like I said, contrast a lot. I might have to dig into that a lot more because I feel like I'm using that definition wrong. If I'm using it wrong, don't kill me in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But this one was short because as I'm running late on schedule now, it's 8:15, and I understand that. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything y'all done. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment something about discipline or habits that you've created or things that you're trying to change and work on. You can't do anything except for doing it for yourself. Now, you may have God with you, or if you're non-religious, you may not have God with you. But God only can, for my religious people, God can only give you so much before you have to do it yourself. Let's be honest. Only so much, you got to do it yourself. He can give you the stones, but he can't give you the house. Like, he can give you the stones to build the house, but he can't give you the house. You have to build that house yourself. So do it yourself. But like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. And hold on, before I even finish that, and for my non-religious people, you have to count on yourself, man. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Rich people don't marry poor people unless you're hot. Like, I mean hot, I mean really high up in standards. Rich people don't marry poor people, so don't even look like you're gonna marry rich. You gotta build it on your own. So I appreciate y'all for liking it. I know I dragged this out, but I appreciate y'all for staying tuned to the very end of this video. I know it's shorter and I will have more out there. I'm trying to stay very consistent and be up with my scheduling and everything. As my journey continues, I will tell you everything that I've learned and educated my mind to you. So I appreciate y'all. And of course, as well, on my live stream, it's going to be more gaming content to reach farther audiences, but I'm still going to be preaching about good things. But like I said, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and like earlier, make sure to comment down on something that's positive or things that you're trying to change. And I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned to the next video.